Hey everybody, I was thinking about marketing in terms of resources, in terms of specifically for myself. I was thinking of all the things that I like to do and the things that I may be moderately good at or potentially good at. I was thinking, how come I can't monetize that? And I'm not saying that it's impossible. It's just that how do you connect with the people that will make that possible? Because you see people and you see different things they do, and you're like, well, maybe the thing that I do could possibly be monetized to bring in revenue. And what makes me think of that is I was watching a special, not one that I can think of the name of offhand, but just it was talking about just music in general and culture. Actually, I think I do know what the name of it was. It was the remix. It was called Remix on Netflix, and it was about hip hop fashion and culture, kinda. But it was talking about like all these styles that these like teenagers basically were creating, and the hip hop artists of the '80s and '90s were were soliciting them and using them to be their stylists and stuff like that for shows or just general walking around. And you talked about Dapper Dan, the designer out of New York, and just it, and how like some of the styles were used later on by bigger fashion houses. And it just makes me think about how so many times people who are not popular have all these ideas and have all these visions and dreams and thoughts and everything, but they just don't have the connection to make it a viable income stream. So for all the stuff that we do, that we say, oh man, I could use extra money for this or extra money for that, and to know that you have all these talents that you can't monetize, I don't know, it's bothersome. And that's my one of my frustrations, that all the stuff that I like to do, all the stuff that I'm interested in, again, stuff that I may be good at or maybe moderately good at, there's got to be a way to monetize. And there's a comedian, Kev on Stage, who was talking about he realizes that he's not the funniest person on earth, not even the funniest person of all out of all his friends, but what he does have is business acumen. And I think that in thinking about it, I don't know if I would rather have that above the talent. I mean, I love the ability to create, and not saying that Kevin on Stage has no talent, but just that he talked about, that was his greatest strength. And for me, I know that's got to be my greatest weakness, because otherwise I would have monopolized it by now. And I don't know if it's just a matter of not getting the right opportunities, or a matter of, the skill set not being strong enough to attract that kind of attention, or if it's just that I'm just not listening. Am I too stubborn? Am I unteachable? I don't know. So it bugs me, because I know that in some, it's got to be marketable some kind of way. And I thought about getting a life coach a bunch of times, but I don't know if a life coach specializes in like life management like that. So, and then you can go down the road of trying to get a manager and an agent, but for me, I'm like, that's money that I need to use for my bills and other stuff like food. So I can't just take that money away on a gamble. Now I admit, if I was single, I probably would have done it. But having a family, I can't justify taking that money away from the household, you know. Even though I do invest in myself in regard to like drum stuff or music stuff, but something like that just seems like a big risk. So I don't know. I say that to kind of put myself out there a little bit, even though this is another closed forum where only people who know me will more than likely hear this. But it's me, I guess, speaking into the atmosphere to kind of facilitate change within my thinking, maybe my change within my action level. Maybe this will spark me to become more active because I'm talking about it. But it bugs me because I know that I have marketable talent and I don't have to come to a job every day to, to push somebody else's vision. When I have my own vision, I have tons of vision. So it's a thought that I think of kind of frequently, and I wish it was more than a thought. I wish I could put it into action, and I wish that I could tell other people how to do it, but there's no, I don't know if there's a step by step you can tell a person, do this, do that, and, success will come. I think all you can do is put yourself out there and listen to the voices of people who are where you are, look at those examples. So I don't know. I don't know. I hope that it's not a fear thing that I'm, putting that in front of the success, because I know that I do have that from time to time, the fear of being successful, like you want to be successful, but like what does that mean? The unknown, the uncertainty of it all. So I don't know. I just have that in my mind, and just thinking about how would I make it happen. So I'll be on that journey, I guess. So I know I keep saying so, but just because it's in my mind, I'm trying to wrap it around. I have no resolution, so was kind of like the up in the air, and that's what I got for today.